Hello everybody, this is Callie with Jemminz. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so glad that you are watching our videos and coming to our websites. Thank you so much for the past year and a half. We have grown exponentially and we are just so excited to have you here. As you as a consumer, we want to make sure that you have the confidence in our products. So going forward, we will be videotaping all of the making of our products, and that is what you are going to see here. You will see what ingredients are in our products and you will see them actually being made. That will give you the confidence as a consumer to know the product that you are actually purchasing. That is so important to me and our business. We want you to have the confidence to continue to grow with us and to come and regularly purchase our products. All of my products are USA based. All of my products come from the USA. So you know that you are getting a USA made product. That is our goal. We want to continue to support you, and so we always ask that you leave a comment down below and you contact us if you have any questions or issues. Customer service is number one to us, and we are here for you. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I really hope that you will enjoy the videos going forward. So here is today's video. Hi everybody, welcome to Jemminz. Today we're going to be doing bath bombs. Now, this recipe is not my recipe, but we're gonna demo it today and see if it actually works. This recipe came from Creative Bath Labs. She just released it yesterday, and I'm completely stoked about it. And I wanted to give it a try and show you guys how, you know, she's perfected her recipe. She's made it a million times probably, and I know she tests all of her stuff repeatedly until she gets it down pat. So I'm coming in, first time making these bath bombs, and I wanted to show you guys how easy it is to make them. And especially this recipe. I absolutely have watched her, Creative Bath Labs, Dora is her name. I absolutely adore her. She has a great website and, a great YouTube channel, so go check it out. Just go in and look up Creative Bath Labs and it'll pop up, or type in bath bombs, it will pop up also. She always ranks at the top, so it's really easy to find her. And I absolutely love watching her videos. She really goes in, not into full depth, but she gives you the basics of everything. And she has created multiple different videos on how to make bath bombs, you know, troubleshooting them to actually making them, and to, you know, how you can formulate a little bit of your own using her recipe. And I have done that a little bit on one of her other videos, and I absolutely love that. I was able to come up with a recipe for my business that's really good, but I'm making these bath bombs for myself. I've been so busy in the studio that I have not made any videos recently, and I have been focusing on the business itself and off camera to give myself that opportunity to really focus in on the business and really make things without having to worry about being on camera. So today I'm just having a little bit of fun. I'm going to show you how easy it is to have fun and make these bath bombs using this recipe. I am going to give you the recipe, but you can go and watch her video on her YouTube channel and watch Dora. So she's absolutely fabulous. I love her. And then I have links down below for being able to purchase the products. They are off of Amazon, and a couple products you can get from a couple other places, and I have listed all the ingredients down below, so you can just go purchase them if you want to. Some of them you may even have in your own home, and that is totally okay. Just go use those ingredients. It really doesn't matter if you're making them for yourself. If you are using them for business, then I recommend that you go onto the website for the government and look up the requirements for that and purchase your products in bulk and in a way. So, but today we're getting rid of all the business. I'm having some fun. I wanted to have some fun today, and I thought I'd share that with you. So let's get going. Bath bombs. All right, so this recipe is very, very simple. There's only a couple ingredients, so it's not really hard. And what I like about these is they're rock hard. Some of the recipes I get, because I add other ingredients, they make them really powdery, and I don't have enough wet ingredients in my bath bombs to solidify this up. So I wanted to try this, make some bath bombs for myself, because I'm kind of running a little low. You should see my bath really. I'm so full of bath bombs because I absolutely love making them. I have to start using them. Oh my gosh. And I haven't been taking baths because my husband and I bought our Christmas gift early when we were at the Puyallup Fair this year. We ended up getting a spa. So now we are in the spa most of the time. So I've not been taking baths as much as I normally do. Oh my goodness. And you can't use these in a spa, just so you know. So don't try to use them in your spa unless you have an availability of dumping your water right away and you have a way of cleaning your spa. Do not use these in your spa. They're not spa friendly. Somebody asked me, since you do a business and you have stuff, would you create a bath spa product? I am looking into it, honestly. So, you know, as soon as I get the information on what can be used and what cannot be used in a spa, I will work on that. But that's like a year down the road, so don't look for it anytime soon. All right, so let's make these bath bombs because I really want to make them. All right, the simple ingredients is we need 1 cup of baking soda. So we're going to take our sifter. You have to sift your ingredients on this. Do not just pour the baking soda in here. Get a sifter, sift them out. You want to take all the clumps out. So we're going to use 1 cup. And my little girl's in my room today, but that's okay because we're not going to do anything. So I have 1 cup of baking soda. I should turn the camera down so you have this. So let me do that real quick here. All right. Can you guys see that all right? Okay. So let's see if I can turn it down just a little bit more. There we go. So we have 1 cup of baking soda is what she calls for. Now I like to... I'm going to show you a little different trick. You can just sift it all at once, but I like to do this because we also need a 1/2 cup. Baby girl, out please. Good girl. My puppy's wanting to come in. We need a 1/2 cup of citric acid. So I'm going to scoot on over here. I'm going to pour some of that in there and then put that aside. And then one thing that it also calls for is a 1/2 teaspoon of SLSA. I do not sift the SLSA. You never want to sift it. So I'm just going to add, it says a 1/2 teaspoon. I'm going to go ahead and use 1 full teaspoon because I like my bubbles. So we're going to do that. And that's what SLSA does. It gives you bubbles. So I'm going to scoot this forward for you guys so you have it here. So we're going to sift, 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 sift. Add some more. I have to add my cornstarch too. Cornstarch. Okay, and then it also calls for a 1/4 cup of cornstarch, so we're going to start incorporating that. I actually have a mixture of cornstarch and cream of tartar. You can use either one. It's just, you just want a type of binder in here. So you're not, I'll pour that in there. So you're not just regulated to cornstarch. Some people don't like cornstarch, and I can understand that. And, you know, it's not a recipe. You have to add it. You just need some type of a binder is what you need. So cornstarch, arrowroot, cream of tartar, no, not cream of tartar. Yes, cream of tartar. They're all binders. You can use that. I prefer cornstarch and I prefer arrowroot. Actually, I use arrowroot quite a bit, but I'm not using it in this because I wanted to use because I want to follow her recipe. So we're following her recipe. But definitely, if you want to substitute arrowroot, you can definitely do that. In fact, maybe what I'll do is I'll do a demo with the arrowroot because I do like to use it a lot. In fact, I have a big jar of it in there. Okay, so let's pour some more of this out. Sift, 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 sift. I know this is really boring. This is the boring part, is sifting your product out, but it's definitely necessary. All right, so we're going to pour the rest of the citric acid in there. And pour the rest of the, oops, not quite enough room. Sift, 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 sift. So anyway, kind of going on, and what I did is I took the summer off. My husband and I just needed a break. I have been doing this business for over a year now, and I just really needed to clear my head and find out. I felt like my business was not going in the direction that I wanted it to go. And so I kind of took a step back and said, okay, what kind of products do I really want? Because I had been doing so much research on trying to find products for this business that I really just wanted to narrow down the type of products that I wanted to do. So I got on, I did some experimentation, and I've been doing some craft fairs and doing a couple different vendor shows and bringing my products out to the public to see what they want. And I finally was able to narrow that down. So you will be seeing some new products coming out very, very soon. Lotions, people really want to see the lotions. They love my soaps. My soaps have been selling really, really well. So I've been really happy. And they're really embracing the hemp seed oil, which I'm really glad at. Hemp seed oil is so good for you. And I absolutely love hemp seed oil. But I don't have... I have a lot of people are, do you not have hemp seed oil? And it's like, you know, there's so many vendors that don't make hemp seed oil products that I've just been saying, no, focusing on the hemp seed oil and, you know, saying, yes, I only make hemp seed oil. I don't make anything else. So, I'm really sorry. And they've been a little bit disappointed because they wanted to have my products without hemp seed oil, but, I'm just not going down that road. So all of my products will have hemp seed oil. From now on, I will not make them without. So that's what we've been doing. So anyway, that's what I've been doing in my off time, is just really focusing on my recipes, getting them down, finding out what recipes I want to add in. And this is one, bath bombs. I've been making bath bombs too. They've been selling really, really well and people really love them. But I thought I'd just, you know, focus in and find out what people wanted. And now that I do know, you know, they want bath bombs, they want the soaps, they want the lotions, and they want the bath body whip. That's one that I just brought out, and they're starting to really love it. Although they didn't like the margarita lime, which I'm so surprised because margarita lime is so popular, that I thought for sure that one would be one that others would want, but I'm finding out that it's not. So I ordered some more jars and I have a whole bunch of ingredients. So we'll be making some new bath body whips. So that's really good. All right. So Dora says that the recipe is for 3.5 or 2.5 bath bombs and that can make 3 of them. So that's what I have here. I have these. This one is not from Kato Molds, but I do get all of my Kato Molds. I can't find my Kato Mold 2.5. I have it, but I don't know what I did with it. And I've been making so many bath bombs, it's probably just gotten in my bucket somewhere and I have to, it's probably in my bucket somewhere and I couldn't find the size. So this one is from the Maker Shop. You can get these off of Etsy. I'm not an affiliate with Etsy, so I'm not going to link it down below. This was one of theirs, but any 2.5 mold will do. And I'm going to show you how to use these specifically because I absolutely love these molds. And I actually have a mold press now that it really helps me make my bath bombs, and it saves my hands. My hands are getting old enough now that it's hard for me to grip. All right, so let's go. So let's make sure we have the baking soda, the citric acid, the cornstarch, or the binder. We have the SLSA, which I have. So now we're going to add the fragrance oil, which is 8 ml. And I'm using pomegranate. This is from New Directions, but you can use any fragrance oil or essential oil blend or normal. So this is going to be, so we need 8 ml of fragrance oil. So this is a half. So we're going to go 1. We're going to do 16. Yeah, this is going to be hard because this will not fill up. 2. There's 8 ml of fragrance oil. I had to break it down because my fragrance oil thing has disappeared on me. And like I said, it might be in the other room because I'm making so many of them right now that... All right, so there's no drip on that. It's clean. Okay, so now in the polysorbate 80, which is the next ingredient, and the link for that is down below, we're going to put in 6 ml. So, all right, so I just looked it up really quick. That's why it disappeared. And 1 teaspoon of polysorbate is equal to 5 ml of poly. This says 6 ml, so I already have about 1 ml in there. So this isn't going to be exact, but we're going to go a little bit. We're going to try. All right, so now I have... There's my teaspoon. So I'm just going to measure out a teaspoon here. You can't see me, but there it is. All right, so it's a teaspoon. A teaspoon and 1 ml is basically what it is. So that actually measured out easily. So I've got a little spatula here. We'll just get that out. Sometimes you never know. All right. All right, so that's done. We're going to put that aside, and then we're going to do 1 teaspoon of water. So I'm just going to pour this in here to 1 teaspoon. Now, normally in her recipes, she doesn't use water. Oops. Okay, good enough. But in this recipe, she does. And so we're going to go ahead and use this recipe. This is making what they call a rock hard. I need my. This will make a rock hard. As you can see, that starts to thicken up a little bit. Now we're going to add mica. And where is my... Oh, I didn't grab a spoon either. All right. And you can see this kind of gels up a little bit. That's normal. Yeah, oop, that was way too much mica, but that's okay. I want a real bright color anyway. Oh, that just completely thickened up to nothing. All right, so we're just going to put this in here. Because look at that thickness. You know, I was going to use a different color pattern here, but I don't think I will. I kind of like that color. All right, so we're just going to scoop this up. Little trick here. I learned if you want to grab all your ingredients, just do this. I'm going to get that off. And then, if you will see, that is completely empty now. So that's the reason why I do that. So that's really cool. All right, so there's just a little bit left in there. I'm not going to worry about it. And I think this color is going to be enough. So let's just mix this up. I don't know why this went thick really quick, but it did. But that's okay because it could be the weather that I have here. All right, see, it's starting to come up with the color. So now we're going to get in with our hands. And my hands are clean, and I'm making these just for me. So we're just going to mix, mix, mix. And you want to make sure you mix this really, really good. And this feels really nice and moist. And when your product starts to clump together, or when your thing starts clumping together, you can do that. Now, I like to... you can add glitter into this. You can add more mica. This is pinking up really well, so I'm not going to add any other ingredients. Dora talks about using color powders. I actually have used her recipe and have made colored powders for myself, so I do have them. But I like the color of this. This is really pretty, and I figure this is perfect for pomegranate scent. Oh, it smells so good in my house right now, in my room. And we're going to mix this up really, really good. Till we don't have, see, it's starting to clump up just right. That's what you want. You want it to clump up really, really well. And Dora talks about having to add things into your bath bombs. You know what? I'm the same way. I have to make pretty bath bombs, especially for these. Okay, so this is pretty well mixed up. I'm going to bring my thing over here so you can see it. Get that out of the way, my water out of the way. That on there, just kind of cleaning up really quick. I like to add kale and clay to my bath bombs, but I didn't do it this time because I wanted to make the recipe exact. And I have a little fun here. Move these out of the way. That is the perfect color for this. So we'll move that out of the way. Oh, and that color, by the way, that I used was Plumberry Pink Mica from Crafter's Choice. The link to Crafter's Choice is not below, unfortunately, but you can just go to the webs. You can go to type in Crafter's Choice in Google or whatever search engine you use, and it pops right up. It's really easy to find. So Plumberry Pink is what I used, and these glitters I have accumulated. I'm not going to tell you where I got that one because that one is a trade secret. There's just some things on my business that I'm just not going to reveal, and that's one of them. So... but I did get them really cheap, so that's really good. All right, so there's that. And I have my handy dandy, oops, it's wrapped. Something wrapped in it. All right, so I have my handy dandy press here. I don't know if you can see that. I think I'll lift it up a little bit so you guys can see. There's the press, and we're gonna fill these in. All right, so it says it makes 3 bath bombs. So this is really easy to use this. I'm just going to put it at the bottom. And I'm going to do this. Now, when you're using these types of molds, they're really easy to fill. You simply just fill it up loosely. Most molds, it's about 1/2 cup. I just fill it to the top like this. Now, this might give me a different yield than what she has because she's using a different process. But I know these molds and I know what I can get out of them. So we're gonna use these molds. Okay, so I'm gonna press this down gently. All right, and then I'm gonna stick it in my mold and then we're gonna press down. This really saves my hands. All right, so now I'm gonna set that aside because I need to tap. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, it won't. Okay, so we'll pop that back in there. These are just for me. I normally wouldn't do that if it wasn't, but these are mine. I'm not gonna give them away to anybody. All right, so I'm gonna do this. Loosen this up. I actually do like using this mold. I just don't use it that often because I have other molds that I use. All right, so let's see if this loosens up a little bit. Nope, it's not. Okay, so if your mold does not lift, that is a good thing, she says. So let me grab a spoon. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap around on these types of molds. You don't have to tap really hard. Sometimes one of my molds, I was making some ghost molds. There you go. And I couldn't get them to come out. I was so upset. But I realized I forgot to tap. There you go. Look at that pretty bath bomb. All right, so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this out of my bath bomb. And I'm going to show you a little trick that I used. I always put the top back on. I flip it over. I use 1 or 2 fingers, usually 1. And I'm just going to set it on my table for now. And you can't really see it. There. And I'm just going to let this sit for the next 24 hours. And what's going to happen is this going to harden up. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to let it sit there. So let's do another one. Let's do glitter in the bottom because I absolutely love the glitter. And I think I like that one, but let's see if we can, I think I'll play with my glitters a little bit. Let's see if we can decorate it around today. And should I put some in the bottom? Yeah, let's put a little bit heavier in the bottom there. And I think I'll just put just a little bit in there, not a lot. And we'll swirl this around. Also, when you do this, I found that my bath bombs come out of my bath molds easier. Okay, and I don't want a whole lot. I just want that shimmer in the bottom. Okay, so we're going to kind of make a shimmery one this time. All right, so let's do this. Let's fill this up. All right, so let's get this around. Oh, my kitty cat decided to come in my room. Normally my door's closed, but because I'm not worried about that today, about them coming in. All right, and you can't see it, but I'm going to put it on the press over here, and we're going to press it down. Press, press, press. All right, and now we're going to loosen it. Oh, and one thing you can do before you pull it out is you can tap it really hard in here. I have done this, and it works really well. So tap, 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 hard, 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 and then go around the side. This will help loosen up not only the case, but it will help loosen up the mold itself underneath. At least it should. It does it for me. All right, so let's get this on here. Oh, yeah, it feels really loose. There you go. There's bath bomb number 2. I'll put that up to the camera. Isn't that pretty? Oh, nice and pretty. All right, so let's pull this out of the mold. And we're going to set this down and let it dry. All right, let's do the last one. That's top. Okay. All right, let's do more. I really like that. Let's just decorate it all over here. And then I'm just going to tap the rest in there. Tap, tap. And then I'm just going to add that in there and maybe add a little bit more. We'll make this one a glittery one. I love glitter. Let's add some more. This is going to be the last one we make because this recipe really does work. Okay, so let's add, mix that up a little bit. Add that in the bottom so we have some for the top. Now afterwards, I'll show you a little trick you can do too. When you're done with your bath bombs, ooh, this mix is feeling a little bit on the dry side. I may not get a full 3 bombs out of this. We'll see. All right, let's see if we can pour all this in here and then we'll address it. It might work. Oops. Dog and cats are over here. My dog's really upset because she can't come in here. But that's okay. All right, so there we go. So this does make 3 2.5 inch. So there we go. All right, so let's press this down. Oh, perfect, actually. Okay, let me press this in. Okay. All right, and this is pretty loose, so there's going to be a little spillage when you do this, but that's okay. So let's tap, 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 tap really hard. Tap it on the other side. All right. And by tapping it in the mold itself, it actually helps keep it together. Oh, it's really wanting to come apart now. Ooh. Out, out, out. Yeah, see? All right. And that loosened right up. Okay, there's the bottom. So let's flip this over. Oh, it's a little on the loose side. So let me just pack it down because it's not, this did not make a full mold. And I was afraid that was going to happen. So let me just, this is for me. Normally when this happens, I would probably make just back off on the other 2 because we want to make sure that this is really packed in. Okay, so I got it formed. So it's like 2.5 and that's okay. I don't care. It's just for me. I wouldn't, usually when I sell them like this, I sell them for, you know, half bath bombs and they sell really well actually. All right, so there you go. There is the 3 bath bombs. So this recipe really does work. Tomorrow I will come back online and we'll show you how rock hard those are, and then I will probably do a demo of it for you because I absolutely love these. And we'll figure out how these actually work. All right, so for the recipe, let me give you that recipe really quick. I'll just read it off for you. Let me pull that back up here. Hi guys. Let's see if that'll stay. All right, so for the recipe, it is 1 cup baking soda, 1/2 cup citric acid, 1/4 cup cornstarch or arrowroot, 1/2 teaspoon SLSA to 1 teaspoon. If you want more fizz and more spin, use the 1/2 teaspoon. If you want a little bit more foam and slow spin, use the 1 teaspoon. Okay? 8 ml of fragrance oil or essential oil. Use your calculators for the essential oil. It's very, very good. However, in this recipe, you could use 1 teaspoon of essential oil. That is a skin-safe essential oil. Not all of them are full strength without without coconut oil. So make sure you are aware of that. Okay, and then we have 5 ml of water. If you are not concerned about them being really rock hard, you could use cocoa betaine and get rid of the water, which is what I recommend. I have made them both ways, and I actually like it with the cocoa betaine. It just gives it more bubbles. And then 2 teaspoons of color powder or 1 to 2 teaspoons of mica. If you use any other colorant, I don't know how it's going to work. I haven't tested in that. I have used both in my recipes, in this specific recipe, so I know it works. So there you go. Very easy. If you want to watch the full tutorial, go to Creative Bath Labs. And I just want to shout out to Dora and say thank you so much for making this recipe. Many of you have watched my previous videos and know that I have struggled making bath bombs. This recipe works. You know, for the Pacific Northwest specifically, because we're so humid, we have so much moisture in the air, we very rarely dry out. Although this summer we had a fairly good dry summer, so we've been pretty good about it. But in general, this recipe is really a no-fail recipe if you follow it exactly. The only thing I will recommend, though, is it does feel a little dry in the end. So you might want to add just a touch of a little bit more water in your recipe to get you through, or switch over to cocoa betaine so that you have that long-lasting effect. You know, so, and as you saw, as the ingredients, the wet ingredients kind of congealed up, that's normal. That's okay for it to happen like that. Some of your essential oils will make that happen. Just ignore it and move on. You can mash it all up perfectly well. As you saw, my bath bombs did no problem. So, some tips and tricks there, and, go get that recipe. I absolutely love this recipe, and I have been using it for good a couple of months now. Have been testing all of her recipes just to see which ones worked better for me. And so far, all of her recipes have worked in my area in Pacific Northwest. So if you're really struggling in making bath bombs, even for yourself, go get this recipe. It really, really does work. So thank you, Dora, for making such a fabulous, and all your hard work and all of your research in all of what you have done for bath bomb in general. I cannot tell you how many bath bomb recipes I have used over the years, and I've never been able to find a recipe that works as good as this one. So there you have it. And believe me, I have tried a ton of them. So somebody is going to ask this question, so I'm going to ask it straight up. If I wanted to add in an oil, can I do that? The answer to that is yes, you can. I would even recommend taking the water out, or half the water, and putting your oil in. And that's a carrier oil, such as hemp oil, or almond oil, or grapeseed oil, or gosh, there's just a whole bunch of different oils. Argan oil, for instance. You can add any of those in. I would recommend dropping the water by half and adding your oil to it. The polysorbate will help your oil to incorporate into your bath, so you have no problem there. You could probably, in this recipe, add a half a teaspoon of carrier oil easily. It's not going to overpower your recipe at all. In fact, what happens with water is it evaporates fairly quickly out of your recipe, so adding that other oil in will help balance it out a little more. So go with a half a teaspoon of your oil, which is 5 milliliters. No, it's 2.5 milliliters of ingredient for your hemp oil, or a half a teaspoon, or any of your oils is half a teaspoon. So there you go. So there's your substitution. It's really easy. And Dora does talk about that in her video. If you want to go get it, go grab it, and she can help you there. So anyway, there you go. My website is currently down. By the way, I've been in the process of redoing it. I do have my soaps, my previous soaps, on sale. I have a brand new soap coming out. Well, they're already being made now. I'm in production, and I have my essential oil line also running, and I don't have them up on the website, but they're on their way. I also have a whole bunch of brand new products. I just have to photograph and get everything up. Because I've been doing so many fairs the past month, I haven't had time to do that. So the website is up. You can still buy the soaps, my previous soaps. And honestly, the sooner you buy those, the sooner I can bring in my new ones. I'm holding off a little bit until I get some of my inventory down. So, and we're coming up to the end of the year. So I'm trying to get that back up and back ready for Black Friday coming up in November. So the website should be fully up here in the next couple of weeks, as soon as I can get some time to work on it. So there you have it, folks. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm sorry this is such a long video. I will cut it, some parts out, and make it shorter for you guys, because I know some of you don't like to sit here for 2 hours doing videos. But you know, it's the way it is. I love making these videos, and I'm glad I'm able to come back and start making them again and helping you out. I'm going to try and have a video out at least once a week, but that'll probably happen after the first of the year, because I'm so busy right now with everything going on that I probably won't have time to do a whole lot. But I will try and post as many videos from now until the first as I can, and then I will be getting onto a regular schedule. So hopefully really, really soon. Anyway, that's the way it goes. Thanks everybody for joining me. I truly appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button if you'd like more. And thank you so much for supporting me. Just another thing, the links down below are affiliate links. I am an affiliate with Amazon. So when you go and purchase those products that I've linked down below, I do make a small commission. So thank you so much for supporting me and help me get up there in the ranks. So I'm looking to get to the first 1,000 of my YouTube channel videos, and I'm hoping that this will start sparking it. So thanks everybody. Have a really great day. Bye.
Hello everybody, just a quick little spiel here. Here are our beautiful bath bombs that we made yesterday, and here is, I'm gonna tap, let's tap this one. Those are super hard. Yeah, some of the glitters are falling off, but that's okay, that's normal. But you can see they're rock hard. I could take a hammer and they won't break apart. So that recipe really does say that they're rock hard, and they really are, and I'm super happy with them, and I'm totally excited. It totally smells amazing in here, and as you can see, the water is nice and pink. It's pretty glittery. I don't have a deep enough bowl to really show you the underneath, but the glitter's running around in here, and you can see the foam that came up in it. It's perfect. It's a perfect formula. So go out there and make this recipe and have some fun. Thanks everybody for joining me, and thank you to Dora from Creative Bath Lab for creating this recipe. She did an awesome job. Bye everybody.